Another book that I have read that I don't know why I didn't know about him sooner. Varian Johnson. I might be wrong, but I feel like Varian Johnson is a local author here in South Carolina. Y'all, his stuff, I think the first thing I read by him was The Heist. And it was, I know Jackson was in the title. I need to stop doing these things. I don't do my research. I'm going off the cuff. But look up his books. So you had The Parker Inheritance. I have not read that one. That's on my list to read. But it was another book I had read before. It was a thin book, but I just remember falling in love with him then. And I remember it was about this guy who was helping this young lady win, I want to say it was student body president. Well, this one that he has out now is You Play the Cards You're Dealt. Y'all, I love this story. You have little Ant, but she cannot stand being called little because he is shorter than everybody. He's in 5th grade and he's starting to notice some changes in his family. But Ant's biggest thing is the Joplins believing knowing how to play spades. You have to know how to play spades. And Ant, last year's competition, got kicked off the table. He reneged, messed up with his boy. He wants to redeem himself. So he is very adamant. I'm going to learn how to play spades better. I'm going to practice with my father, practice with Taj. I'm going to get better. But we notice there's some dynamics that are changing in their family where dad's not coming home as much as he used to. Dad does not seem as chipper as he used to. Then Andrew started to notice some habits that he didn't know that his father had before. So it deals with that. And also, there's a new girl named Shirley. I like how Varian threw an old school name up in there. So you have Shirley, who he thinks she's cute, but he doesn't want to admit that she's cute, but she's cute. And I don't know how I feel about this because I never liked a girl like this, but yet I'm really feeling her. And the girl can play some spades. Like, what was so crazy? They had to be inside for a recess. And I might be wrong, but his best friend, I think, name was Taj. I might be saying that wrong, and I apologize if I am. But his best friend, they beat Shirley and the nerd of the class. I can't remember his name, but I just remember he asked so many questions. And he was annoying. He was that one their hands always shoot up and they have 50 million questions. But I digress. So they lose to them. So then Shirley says, how about I bet you $10 we can beat you? And you won't get no books. So come to find out, she ends up stacking the deck. She reveals that later on to Ant that she stacked the deck. But she beat the brakes off of Ant. And Ant's like, he's impressed. Even though his homeboy's like, nobody wants to deal with a girl like that. He's impressed. Y'all, when I say this is a great read and this is a great story, I loved it. Easy read. I love how it's another aspect of who we are as people. Anybody knows anything about Black people, not all, but some, we love playing some spades. And I love how it took it from the perspective of a 5th grader and his rediscovering of, growing as a young man, becoming very mature. I remember the mom saying at one point, you're very perceptive for a fifth grader. He started noticing things that his mom didn't expect him to pick up, and he did. And even his older brother said, he's more mature than you realize, Mom. So they had to learn to start trusting him with information. They thought he was too much, but it is what it is. It's a great read, y'all. Great read.